If they fail to copy you, then they try to destroy you. That's the title of the video, right? I came to realize a few months ago, actually, that people will try to imitate what quote unquote inspires them. I don't take such a lighthearted approach. I really just think that people lack originality and authenticity. Therefore, they go and observe other people who possess originality and authenticity, and they proceed to try to steal said authenticity and originality from people that have it organically. The problem is that you cannot successfully build something that stands right on a foundation of stolen goods. Right, you can take an athlete who has a particular way of shooting the ball, or it could be a professor who has a certain teaching style. In my own lived experience, even though I'm only 23 years old, you can't just take what someone else is doing and then try to build something upon that and expect it to last. Like, you might be able to grift success for yourself for a few months, but I'm speaking from what I have literally seen. People will take something that someone else is doing, try to make it look as if it is their own. They'll be able to do that for a few months and then it fails because, again, it's not sustainable. It doesn't last because it's not yours, right? Like, for example, if you steal $1,000 from somebody, that $1,000 is eventually going to run out. But if you know how to make your own $1,000 every week, that's sustainable. That's kind of how it works with people who try to steal from other people. It's like you were able to use those stolen goods for a very short amount of time, but again, you have no sustainable way of regenerating the things that you stole because it didn't come from you. Therefore, you run out of whatever it is that you stole. So this is kind of when things begin to get a little bit more sinister, because when people have stolen from you, and again, they were able to use it for a very short amount of time, and they're like, hey, I ran out of what I stole. They look at the person, the source of who they stole from, and then now it's like, hey, I tried to take what they have, didn't work. I'm not going to just let them sail into the horizon, or whatever Odysseus said in the Odyssey, and live their best life. They now have to suffer too, right? It reminds me of a very old analogy called the crab syndrome analogy, which is what I like to call it. But basically, if you put 3 or 4 crabs in a pot, you have to boil crabs in order to cook them. And if one of those crabs begins to climb out of the pot, the other crabs will actually instinctually pull it back down, because the idea is, if I'm going to boil alive, then we're all going to boil alive. You don't get to escape, right? And so oftentimes when people have stolen from you, they take in what doesn't belong to them. They're able to use it for a very short amount of time, but then they see that you are the source of it. You're like a river of flowing waters, and as far as they're concerned, you're going to kind of live your best life without them in it. Then it's like, no, that's not going to happen. I tried stealing from you, it didn't work. Now I'm going to make you pay for simply having things that belong to you that I don't have. It's a very sinister game, but that's just what I've observed, right? I'm not a believer in being naive, right? And so, the point I'm trying to make here is that, like, if you do notice that people have been trying to, like, imitate you, copy you, emulate you in some type of way, and it fails, you need to watch out for yourself, because if you can observe that person tried doing what you do but failed, it's a pretty good chance they're going to start coming for your neck after that. It's going to be like, no, I'm going to try to, provoke you, antagonize you, try to get a reaction out of you, try to get you to act out of character. I'm going to try to defame you. I'm going to try to destroy you now, because it's like you're not about to take all of the gifts and talents and attributes that you have and just live your best life while I'm stuck, broken, needy.